Drafting with Numot is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com and GatheringMagic.com. Explore the game.
Hello friends, Kenji aka Numot the Nummy, back again, hot off my 9th place finish at GP Vancouver, here to bring you some limited action. Let's do another KTK FRF draft, shall we? Okay, drafts a go, and we have opened our pack. Oh, wow, this pack is quite solid. Sandsteppe Mastodon, quite the nice bomb. 7 mana, 5/5 with reach. When it enters the battlefield, well, you bolster 5, which is kind of insane. Beastmaster is one of the best uncommons in the set. Vault Breaker is certainly pretty good. Some fine playables all around. Sandsteppe Outcast, one of the best white commons. Yeah, this pack is just nothing but playables. Gonna go ahead and just jam the bomb here, though. Doesn't get much better than Sandsteppe Mastodon. Flavor fail-wise, why does this thing have reach? Can somebody tell me? Why does a Mastodon have reach? I just don't know. But I'm not going to complain since this card is absurd. And would not recommend passing that ever. Pick 2 here. Well, again, another very solid pack. Humble Defector, Woe Reaper, Reality Shift, Aven Surveyor, Enhanced Awareness, Right into Bean, Typhoid Rats, Map the Waste, Heel Cutter, Ethereal Ambush, all solid cards. I think here I'm leaning towards Surveyor over Heel Cutter, but could also see taking, maybe, no, I think the pick here is between the Surveyor or the Heel Cutter, and I think I would rather lean towards probably like Sultai than Temur, but could still go Temur if I take the Surveyor over the Heel Cutter anyways, so gonna go ahead and do that here. This keeps me open to 2 color pairings as opposed to just 1. Wow, another decent pack here. I've never had the chance to play with Shamanic Revelation, but it seems fine in a slower, grindier match. I don't think I want it here, but it's something to consider. Cards I am looking at. Formless Nurturing is okay. Gurmag Angler is pretty solid. Hunt the Weak is pretty solid. Jungle Hollow is quite nice. Will the Naga is certainly one of the cards that I always like to pick up in the Fate Reforged pack if I'm going to be playing blue. But I think for now I want to stick to green, and I'm going to take the removal spell. If you're on the play and you get to go Morph into turn 4, Hunt the Weak on their Morph, that's pretty good generally. Otherwise, I'd probably take the Will over the Naga, or sorry, Will of the Naga over the Jungle Hollow, but I think there's an argument for either. Okay, this time, I don't know. Maybe taking Jungle Hollow here is not the correct pick, because again, we could still be Temur, and we have fine cards to take in both the form of Frontier Mastodon and Jeskai Sage. I might be overvaluing Jeskai Sage here, but I think I'm going to take it over the Mastodon or the Hollow. Haven't really seen any reason to be black yet. Granted, it's probably better to take another green card here over another blue card. But I like Sage a lot more than I do the Mastodon. So I'm going to make that pick. I got excited for a second. I thought that was the Beastmaster again. Unfortunately, it's Einok Guide, which is a fine card, but not amazing. It's either take the Guide here or take the land from Temur. And it's probably the land. Einok Guide's pretty passable, pretty replaceable. Cutting Strike's also fine, but at this point I'd rather take the fixing. And, ooh, Ethereal Ambush is a real good one, as is Right into Being. In fact, man, I like Right into Being more than I like the Ambush, but generally speaking, I like to take the cheaper card here. Even though I think Ambush is probably slightly better than Right into Being. Right into Being is just always good. Right? You get a 2/2 on turn 3, which is par for this format, and then you get, well, kind of to scry. So, good pickup. Wow, Vault Breaker Wield, which is... No, wait, this is pick... What pick is this? This is pick 7? Jeez, okay. We'll take the Vault Breaker here. Looks like we might be leaning towards Temur at this point. Passed a lot of nice fixing lands, but we already have one now, so I don't feel bad about this. It's a real late Vault Breaker. pretty easily going to jam the Thornwood Falls. Real happy about that one now. This deck is turning out real good. We already have 6 very solid playable cards, as well as 2 pieces of fixing that are both on color. Einok Guide versus Enhanced Awareness. Always a fan of card draw. And we can potentially wheel that other Einok Guide, so I'm going to go ahead and make that pick. Reality Shift, Map the Wastes. Huh, interesting. I actually think I might take the Map the Wastes here. Just for fixing, and we can... Because we're going to be in Temur, there are a lot of decent 2-drops to pick up in the next pack. Don't get me wrong, I love Reality Shift, and I even like the Humble Defector, but I think Map might be very useful. Wow, super happy to pick up a Temur Battle Rage for this deck as well. Because I'm going to be in Temur, I'm going to have a lot of fatties. In fact, we already have the Vault Breaker and the Sandsteppe Mastodon to really combo off with the Temur Battle Rage. And like I've said before, Cutting Strike is not that great. Refocus is fine, but it's a good combat trick to have. Sideboard Jank. Sideboard... no, Sideboard Jank. Ooh, wow, that's absurd! 15th pick, Rugged Highlands. 9 excellent playable... Well, okay, 9 playable cards and 3 lands that are on color. That's a really good first pack for this format. That is a really good first pack. I am very happy with how that turned out. Best thing here would be just be opening a on-color rare. I'd even take a Bear's Companion. Jeering Instigator. Well, that is an on-color rare. And it's a fine card. What am I passing? Passing an Abzan Battle Priest, Ride Down, Grizzly, Glacial Stalker, Kieran. I will say this, though. Beyond the Sandsteppe Mastodon, beyond the Hunt the Week, there wasn't much green. Like, we could... Or I could consider just moving into Jeskai. So keep an eye out on white cards. I'm still going to take the Jeering Instigator here. It's going to be on color either way I go, but... Just to note, we are still very open. Become Immense, Monastery Flock, Longshot Squad, some other jank. I think here I'm going to take the Become Immense. I like taking these combat trick type things in Temur. Not so much in Sultai, but in Temur I do like these things. And we already have a lot of cards that are going to the yard. So we can just kind of get them out of nowhere. Plus, man, if I ever get to Become Immense plus Temur Battle Rage, that's crazy. Ooh, Pinewalker. That's a good pickup. Pretty easy jam slam here for me. A lot of good cards in the pack. Dragon Eye Savants, Jeskai Charm, Debilitating Injury, Throttle. But not going to pass one of the better morph cards. Probably not wheeling anything. Maybe the Smoke Teller, which I'd be happy with, but unlikely. Ooh, Mistfire Weaver now too. Yeah, this deck is turning out real good. To note, that's the second Ride Down I've passed, but gotta do what you gotta do. Some fine other cards here as well for us, but nothing close to the power level of the Weaver. Double Jeering Instigator? What in the world? I think I'm just obligated to take that out of absurdity. I mean, clearly the card is not a bomb or anything, but they are never expecting the second Jeering Instigator, I'll tell you that much. I'm losing out on Hooting Mandrills and Treasure Cruise, but I think the silliness factors is worth it. Pretty easy Swiftwater Cliffs now. It gives us 4 land fixing cards, and I'm not really losing out on too much that I care about. Wow! Holy moly, what a pack! This is 7th pick? Jeez! Well, if this isn't a sign that I'm in the right color, I don't know what is, because 7th pick Surrak Dragonclaw is absurd. This pack is just crazy still. Wow. Got there. Yeah, I mean, apparently nobody wants to play Temur. I'm just getting all of the lands, all of the wham jam slams. I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm actually speechless. Not sure I've had a draft start off so well. Like 5 land fixers, 16 playables, There are only 3 cards in my sideboard that I'm not playing. Like, even Flock is fine here. That's a little bit scary, too, but... Wow. Is this a Secret Plans deck if I get one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yeah, if I get a Secret Plans in the next pack, I'd probably end up running it, too. Yeah, there's the Smoke Teller on the wheel. Again, just getting everything. And I don't mind taking these 2-drops since I took the Map the Wastes earlier. Not to mention old Smokey's just fine. Real good. Real good shape. Now that generally means, well, one, people are fighting over a color. They must have opened similar, very solid rares. But generally there's going to be another pretty good deck out there as well. It just, I mean, nobody must be in Temur because 7th pick Surrak Dragonclaw, right? There was only one person that didn't see that pack. And just by the signals that we've opened, it's highly unlikely that he's in Temur. Man, opened another sick rare. Siege Rhino is absurd. Fortunately, I cannot take it. The double splash is too real. Instead, Scion, Aerostorm, Wind Scout, Swiftwater. I think we go with the Scion here. Scion's just a very solid card, and with as much fixing as we do, the double blue and the pump is not going to be too hard to hit. In fact, we're probably wheeling the Swiftwater, given how well this draft's already gone. Gonna take the Winterflame here. Flooded Strand's nice and all, and Awaken the Bear is a trick that I do like to have, but it's removal. It's tempo. It's everything you want. Do I end up taking another one here over Force Away? Probably. Yeah, I like that. That was a good pack too. Wow! Bear's Companion, get in! So I'm going to need to cut one card from this deck right now. It's probably Stroke. Actually, I didn't even realize the Flare was here too. Jeez, Crackling, Flare. Some other good cards. Is Flare better than Bear's Companion? Probably not. Charger, Jeskai Wind Scout, Mystic of the Hidden Way. Again, plenty of great playable cards here. Probably end up taking the Mystic. Maybe cutting old Aven, the Honestary Flock. Okay, another Mistfire Weaver. I mean, our deck is just turning crazy. Crazy power level. I'd probably end up cutting Map the Waste at this point. I'm still under the assumption I'm running 17 lands, but I guess I could run... sorry, I'm still under the assumption I'm running 18 lands, but I guess I could run 17. Decisions. I mean, when you're at this point in the draft and you're already cutting a lot of cards to your sideboard and they're playable, you know you're in good shape. With double Jeering, I'm kind of upset I didn't pick up a collateral damage. Been sick wombo combos. Not going to play anything here. How am I winning this game, though? Kind of wish I had taken that Will of the Naga. I mean, I have plenty of win cons, for sure, but guess I'm a little bit lacking in the removal department. Double Winterflame and Hunt the Weak is kind of meh. A Bringlow would be nice. Somehow wheeling that Aerostorm would be nice. Wow! Let me remind you what happened in this draft. I got a 7th pick Surrak Dragonclaw in the last pack. I am now getting an 8th pick Savage Knuckleblade. Nobody's in Temur but me. That is... okay. I mean... I am... the only thing better than this would just be to somehow wheel that last land, which I don't think is going to happen, but... holy moly. I don't know. I just don't know what other people are doing. I just don't know at all. That's so insane. 7th pick in the second pack. 8th pick in the last pack? Like, nobody even wants to splash? I just... just don't even know. This is the type of deck where you're like, yeah, it's unlosable, or unbeatable, and then you lose round 1. Sideboard Naturalize is solid. Alright. All the embodiment of springs if I want those as well. So I need to cut about 3 cards. I guess I don't need to become immense in this deck. Our power level is already insane. What else can I cut here? I can probably end up cutting one of the smoke tellers. I need one more cut probably. It might be a 5-drop. Maybe Aerostorm's unnecessary. I don't know if I can cut Enhanced Awareness. That seems too good to cut. I can probably cut a 3-drop too. Do I need... Again, I'm just running the double Jeering Instigator because it's funny. I guess Glacial Stalker is probably the worst then of the other choices. Yeah, okay. I mean, our deck is crazy good. Let's check out our mana. Pretty split, although it looks like a little bit heavier blue than everything else. But we have 5 lands. Should be easy enough to build a pretty good mana base. So what if I go 5-4-4 like they suggest? That gives me 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sources of blue, 4, 5, 6, 7 sources of red, 4, 5, 6, 7 sources of green. Is that good enough? 9, 7, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can probably go down to 8 blue sources. Well, I don't actually really need any. I don't really need 8 sources of green or red. Like the Jeerings are morphs. Pinewalker's morph. Sandsteppe doesn't come down until turn 7. In fact, that seems good to me. 9 blue sources and then 7 red and 7 green. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what this deck is, just crazy power. Not seen much better Temur decks than this. Yeah, let's ship this, and we'll see you guys back for round 1. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for watching Drafting with Numot. If you haven't already subscribed to Gathering Magic, you can do so to receive news of upcoming videos and discover new content. You can also check out our playlist that contains every episode of Drafting with Numot. And don't forget, you can easily watch the next video by clicking on the annotation on screen or a direct link in the video's description box. And as always, thanks for watching.